Hey, konnichiwa-san, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. How are you doing? You good? Are you genki? Today I have a review of Ultimate Wolverine issue 2 from Marvel Comics. It drops today, Wednesday, February the 19th, 2025. This is $4.99 for 32 pages. Written by Chris Condon, art is by Alessandro Cappuchio, colours Brian Valenza. So, part 2 of Ultimate Wolverine, is it any good? The Makers Council and their ultimate weapon, Colossus, Omega Red and Magik, put the Ultimate Wolverine to the test by seeing how well he handles the opposition, a group fighting for mutant liberation. So with this issue, I think it's actually better than last issue. Not amazing, but still pretty decent. We get more of the backstory. We actually see the Maker in here. Nice to see him for a change. We move around in time a little bit. At times it can be a bit confusing. It's not like a standard narrative where you're moving forward, but you're kind of flipping around between the past, the recent past, and then the present. We get to see Wolverine on a really cool hunt out in the snowy forests of Russia somewhere, or Eurasia. Some nice dynamic painted art by Cappuchio at times. Sometimes I don't know the faces, the expression's a little bit weird, but yeah, my favourite part, as I say, was this hunt through the forest. Very, very cool. So yeah, it's worth a read. It's not the best Ultimate title. That's probably still Ultimate Spider-Man in my opinion, but this is probably a worthy second. So I'm going to give this, again, 7.5 out of 10. Okay, let's have a look at the story summary. Let's have a look inside the book. We open in the past, 30 years ago. It's the North American Union. Somebody's talking about their proposed weapons project being postponed. Still, our initial findings have yielded results that may be useful. Though our first adamantium-infused subject, Weapon Alpha, died within minutes of the procedure. And we can see the scientist, whoever he is, he's looking at photos, including Logan's there. He's talking about discovering a number of remarkable individuals with abilities beyond our own, living among us in secret. Mutants, so-called Homo Superior. We do not know their full potential. Behind him, a shadowy figure appears in the doorway. The figure begins clapping. Very good, Professor. Who is it? Who's there? I'm a simple man in search of a better world. It's the Maker. What are you doing in here? No one's allowed in here. I've never seen you before. What's your clearance? Clearance? This is my clearance. Then we see the Maker stretch or elongate his finger, taking out the man, taking out the scientist, Terminator 2 style. Remember that scene? I do. You see, Professor, I'm making this a better world. A better world is one that you're not in. After looking at the photo of Logan, he burns down the lab and leaves it. Okay, just let me pan out a bit here, show a full page. Some pretty impressive art here by Cappuchio. We are in the Eurasian taiga. Must be a big forest. Now, so we're back to present day. In a sequence of silent panels, we see a group of soldiers hunting, following the tracks of someone or something. Then one of the soldiers looks up and sees a shape in the trees. There! Up there! Then we get this great double-page spread of the Winter Soldier in this universe, diving down from the trees straight at them. Then the scene shifts and we're in the Directorate X headquarters. We've got Magik, Colossus and Omega Red talking to Dr. Prostovich. They're worried about the possibility that someone else might be able to get into, Logan, the Winter Soldier's head. Dr. Prostovich assures them, he is ours. But Magik replies, how can you be so sure? We're not the only ones with telepaths at our disposal. Perhaps the project should be terminated. So it's quite extreme for Magik. She's talking about, just killing him off, forgetting about this project. The Doctor disagrees. Terminated? We've sent him on 4 missions already, 4 successful missions. Magik continues. He has no memories, you say this again and again, but how do you explain what happens when your little Winter Soldier sleeps? The Doctor explains it as a regenerative cycle. It's supposed to restore him, it's part of what restoring, it's part of his healing. He's dreaming. He is mostly docile while awake. He obeys. Then Colossus butts in, tells the Doctor to remove the specimen. He wants to inspect him. Leader, he's in stasis. To rip him out suddenly would be potentially... Then the poor Doc gets picked up by a neck, by Colossus. Do not underestimate how disposable you are, Doctor. Remove the specimen now. The Doctor starts explaining how he responds to verbal commands when prefaced with designation. Do not dictate how I may interact with my own property. I know how to handle creatures like this. It's not with verbal commands. The Winter Soldier's rightful place is under our heel. And he throws him down the corridor. No more reports, says Colossus. They want to see him in action. They want to see a test. So it appears that we're moving around in time, aren't we? It's a little bit confusing. This is before the opening scenes where, the soldiers are tracking him in the forest. They're going to send 10 of their finest soldiers to pursue the Winter Soldier in a combat scenario. Only one shall emerge, says Colossus. Then we're back in the forest and we can see the soldiers shooting like crazy. Komarov, he's dead! Is this the opposition? Is that who's out there? Anyone get a good look at them? Not them, says one of the soldiers. Him, one man. Really nice painted page here. I love this. The remaining soldiers are walking, talking about what they think they saw. One of them starts telling a story that his old babushka used to tell him about Leshy, the forest spirit. If you disturb the forest. I saw it too, only for a second it was running like an animal on all fours, like a demon. It is no monster, no demon or forest spirit. It's the Winter Soldier. That's a myth. But I thought the Winter Soldier was one of our men, a tool of the Eurasian Republic's leadership. Then why is he hunting us? Then one of the men spots a camera. Perhaps you should be asking why we're hunting him. We are practice. They're filming us. So remember that, comrades. It's him or us. And if it's us, we better put on a good show. And we see the image of Logan, the Wolverine, the Winter Soldier, lurking there in the background, in the forest, about to attack. Okay, I'm going to stop the review here. There are still a few pages to go. And you know what? This issue, you get 2 full data pages. It's just basically background information which fleshes out the story just a little bit more. Nothing so essential though. And there you have it. I do hope you enjoyed that review. Here's a preview of the cover for issue 3, which is out next month. So I'll hopefully be reviewing that as well. But yeah, do let me know what you think of this issue. I'd love to hear from you. Do drop a comment. And I always reply to comments. Okay, this has been Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse. Signing off for the night here. The snow is falling outside. The forest is dark. I think I can hear a strange, frightening sound. The sound of a schnicked.